Have you ever stopped to think that maybe the only thing standing between you and absolute success is what you choose to share with others? Believe me, there are truths about your life that should never be revealed. Every word you let slip could be a key that others use to open doors you'd rather keep closed. If you keep exposing your vulnerabilities, your dreams, and your strategies to the world, you're handing over your power on a silver platter. But don't worry, because today, you're going to discover the 12 things that a truly intelligent person never reveals. Imagine the impact this could have on your life. Maintaining control over what others know could be the difference between achieving your goals or watching them crumble. How many times have you shared a plan or ambition and suddenly things started to go wrong? Maybe it's not a coincidence. There's an invisible force at work when you protect your intentions and keep your focus away from curious eyes and envious minds. Wisdom, my friend, isn't just about knowing what to do, but also about knowing what not to say. Think about it. How many times have you regretted speaking too much, trusting people who didn't deserve to know the deepest details of your life? Over the next few minutes, you'll realize how silence can be your greatest ally. It's not about hiding who you are, but understanding that not everyone around you has the same intentions as you. Protecting your information, your emotions, and your dreams is a vital strategy for your personal and professional growth. Moreover, by keeping certain aspects of your life secret, you also avoid the negativity and toxic energy that often accompanies overexposure. There's a silent power in being reserved, in keeping what is most precious to yourself. This power manifests in a more balanced life, where your achievements are a direct result of your efforts without the external interference that can steer you off course. It is in this silence that you find the true motivation to keep growing and evolving. As you watch this video, you'll be challenged to rethink the way you share your life with others. Each of the 12 things we're going to cover has the potential to completely transform the way you interact with the world. They are not just suggestions, but life lessons that, when applied, can protect your money, your peace, and your faith in yourself. The choice is yours. Remain vulnerable or take control of your own story. If you truly want to achieve success and live a fulfilling life, it's essential that you learn to control what you reveal and to whom you reveal it. This is the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who watch them slip through their fingers. Throughout this video, you will discover the strategies that the most successful people use to maintain their competitive edge, protecting what matters most, their ambitions, their emotions, and their spiritual path. And today we're going to explore together these 12 powerful lessons will transform the way you view and live your life. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our content. And if this video resonates with you, don't forget to leave a like and share it with those who need to hear this message. Now let's start with the first thing. You should never reveal your plan. Keeping your plan secret might seem like a simple strategy, but it's a powerful protection against criticism and negativity. When you decide to keep your goals to yourself, you are creating a fortress around your motivation. Imagine that your dreams are delicate seeds that need care and time to germinate. Exposing these plans too early is like leaving these seeds at the mercy of winds and storms, allowing the doubts and distrust of others to destroy them before they even have a chance to grow. Wisdom lies in nurturing these plans in silence until they are ready to face the world. Those who reveal their goals before achieving them often encounter a curious phenomenon, feeling that they have already accomplished something simply by talking about it. This false sense of achievement can drain your energy and commitment, causing you to lose focus. This is where the value of secrecy comes in. When you keep your ambitions to yourself, you preserve the flame of motivation, allowing it to burn more intensely. This doesn't mean you should walk alone, but rather that the path needs to be followed with discretion and care. Moreover, by avoiding the premature exposure of your plans, you shield yourself from external influences that could lead you astray. Unnecessary comments, even when well-intentioned, can plant seeds of doubt that didn't exist before. The journey towards success is delicate and requires a balance between faith and action. Sharing too much too soon can disrupt this balance, turning what should be a confident walk into a path filled with hesitation. Therefore, the decision to keep your plans secret is a wise choice that demonstrates maturity and an understanding of what truly matters. By working on your projects quietly, you also create an environment conducive to success. Free from others' expectations, you can explore your creativity and test new ideas without the weight of external judgment. This silent process allows you to grow personally, learn from your own mistakes and successes, and adjust your strategy as necessary. The absence of external pressures provides the freedom needed for you to discover what truly works for you without worrying about meeting others' expectations. One of life's greatest lessons is the importance of preserving your energy and commitment. In a world where the pursuit of external validation is constant, choosing silence might seem counterintuitive. However, it is precisely this choice that allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters, the realization of your dreams. The secret, then, lies not in sharing but in protecting. Protecting what is yours, protecting what is important, and above all, protecting yourself from influences that might lead you off your path. The true reward of keeping your plans secret comes when you reveal them to the world already accomplished. At that moment, there is no room for doubt or criticism, because what was cultivated in silence manifests in a solid and unquestionable form. And it is precisely this solidity that strengthens your faith in yourself and your ability to turn dreams into reality. The journey is long, but by keeping it reserved, you walk it with the confidence that, in the end, the world will see not only your plans, but the result, your perseverance, and dedication. Grudges and resentments are like poisons that slowly corrode a person's interior, affecting both their peace and their relationships. Holding on to these feelings, however, does not mean ignoring them, but rather choosing the appropriate time and place to face them. Sharing these pains indiscriminately can only amplify negativity, attracting superficial sympathy or judgments that do not help heal the wound. It is in the quietness of the heart that the true healing process begins, allowing the person to reconnect with their essence and find ways to transform pain into wisdom. Healing and forgiveness are deeply personal processes that require time and reflection. Opening these issues to everyone around you can create a cycle of negative reinforcement, where the focus remains on suffering rather than on the solution. Instead of seeking advice from just anyone, it is wiser to confide in someone of utmost trust who can offer a constructive and empathetic perspective. Silence in this context is not a sign of weakness, but of inner strength, a strength that allows the individual to deal with their shadows maturely, healthfully. Turning resentment into learning, one of the greatest challenges of personal growth. When a person allows themselves to process these feelings in private, they gain the opportunity to reassess their priorities and redefine the meaning of what caused them pain. This exercise in introspection promotes significant personal growth, strengthening emotional resilience and preparing the ground for new life experiences. Instead of letting resentment define their path, they learn to use it as a springboard for new achievements and a more balanced life. It's important to remember that not all pain needs to be verbalized to be overcome. True power of forgiveness lies in the ability to release the weight that resentment imposes without the need for external validation. Those who manage to do this in silence, without fanfare, often find a more lasting peace. This kind of inner strength is rare and valuable. Those who possess it discover that life can be much lighter when not burdened by old grudges. Releasing these feelings, then, is not only an act of self-preservation, but also a way to preserve the quality of the relationships that truly matter. Focus should always be on learning and personal growth, rather than continually reliving the same cycles of pain. Understanding that healing is an intimate process, and that not everyone needs to know about your struggles, is a sign of maturity. By freeing oneself from these burdens, a person makes room for new, more positive energies to enter their life. Financial problems, when exposed carelessly, can attract judgments and advice that are not always well-intentioned. Sharing these difficulties with everyone can open doors to vulnerability, where malicious individuals might exploit your weaknesses. Money is often a sensitive and emotionally charged topic, making it crucial to handle these matters with proper discretion. And you keep your finances under control by limiting discussions to a close circle. You protect not only your financial stability, but also your peace of mind. It's important to recognize that financial challenges are a part of everyone's life, but that doesn't mean they should be publicly debated. Seeking financial advice from trustworthy sources is essential. You must carefully choose whom you share these problems with. When well managed, finances can be a powerful tool for personal growth. However, exposing them can create unnecessary pressure, leading to a loss of focus, compromising your progress. Preserving these details is ultimately an act of protection and responsibility. Handling your financial situation quietly allows you to maintain the control and clarity needed to make sensible decisions. In this scenario, it's crucial to have a clear action plan that guides your choices and enables you to work toward economic stability without external interference. Personal growth in this context is directly linked to the ability to manage your resources with intelligence and caution. Each step should be taken with care, ensuring that your actions align with your long-term goals. Discretion also prevents you from becoming a target of comparisons or others' expectations, which can destabilize your focus. Finances, after all, are a reflection of your choices and priorities, and oversharing can give others the impression that they have the right to weigh in on your life. Keeping these matters private is an effective way to preserve your autonomy and continue moving toward your goals with confidence and determination. Faith in your own financial capabilities should be the guide that informs every decision. In the end, managing your finances discreetly ensures that your path to success remains free from distractions and pitfalls. This doesn't mean you should handle everything alone, but rather that you should be selective about whom you share your concerns with. By protecting your finances, you also protect your personal growth, ensuring that money becomes a tool that works for you, not against you. This careful approach paves the way for a more secure and prosperous future, where your efforts and achievements are recognized and respected. Personal life is a sacred territory where the most intimate aspects of your existence unfold. When you choose to expose details of this life to the world, you risk losing control over how this information is perceived and used by others. Keeping certain aspects secret is a way to protect not only your peace of mind, but also the integrity of your relationships. After all, what is shared with discretion tends to be more respected and valued, creating a natural barrier against judgments and misunderstandings. Revealing too much about your personal life can fuel gossip and assumptions, ultimately only harm what you've carefully built. Imagine your relationships as delicate sculptures shaped with patience and affection. By exposing these sculptures to the winds of others' opinions, they may suffer erosion, disfiguring what was once harmonious. Therefore, choosing whom to share your intimate life with is a decision that requires wisdom and discernment, ensuring that only those who truly matter have access to the sacred space. Protect the most sensitive details of your personal life as one would guard a treasure. This protection is not about hiding from the world, but about creating a safe environment where your emotions and connections can flourish without external interference. Privacy offers the necessary freedom for your relationships to grow healthily and organically. Moreover, this reserve prevents personal problems and challenges from being exacerbated by external comments that contribute little to their resolution. Living a reserved life also allows you to cultivate a deeper trust with those who truly deserve it. When others know they can trust you to maintain discretion, strengthens the bonds of friendship and mutual respect. This approach, though it may seem simple, is a powerful tool for personal growth, as it allows your interactions to be more authentic and free from external pressures. Thus, what really matters is the quality of relationships, not the number of people with whom you share your life. In the end, by preserving your personal life, you create a space of serenity that allows you to face daily challenges with more balance and clarity. Privacy is, in many ways, a form of emotional self-sufficiency, where you can find the peace needed to reflect and grow. This growth ultimately reflects in all areas of your life, including your ability to handle adverse situations more resiliently. Your personal life becomes a haven, protected from external storms and full of possibilities for the future. The fears and insecurities that everyone carries are often the foundations of a more conscious and resilient life. However, exposing these vulnerabilities can be risky, as it opens the door for others to use this information in harmful ways. Wisdom lies in facing these fears internally, using them as tools for personal growth. When you allow yourself to deal with these issues privately, you transform insecurity into a quiet strength that builds your confidence without needing external validation. Inner strength is built in silence. It is in the internal battles that true power is found, the kind that does not need applause or recognition. Facing your fears privately is a way to nurture this strength, allowing it to grow without the interference of curious eyes or unnecessary opinions. In this process, faith in yourself is the fuel that powers each step forward, turning doubts into firm convictions. It is a path of self-discovery that, although solitary, is also profoundly liberating. When it comes to sharing fears and insecurities, choosing the right people to confide in is crucial. Trust is a valuable resource that should be invested wisely. By choosing to confide your difficulties only to those who truly care, you create a safe environment where you can explore your vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. This not only strengthens your self-confidence, but also the bonds of trust with the right people, who offer genuine support in times of need. Pause for effort. It's important to remember that confidence built internally is unshakable. Those who can turn their insecurities into a catalyst for personal growth can face any challenge with serenity and determination. Faith in your own ability to overcome is the key that opens the doors to a fuller and more balanced life. And this faith, when cultivated in silence, becomes an unbreakable force capable of withstanding any adversity that arises. In the end, protecting your fears and insecurities from the scrutiny of others is a way to preserve your inner peace. By doing so, you are not avoiding your problems, but rather choosing to deal with them most healthily and effectively. Personal growth comes from within, and it is in the silence of introspection that you find the answers to overcome the barriers that life places in your path. Thus, by facing your fears with courage and discretion, you build a solid foundation for a life of self-confidence and fulfillment. Conflicts are inevitable in everyone's life. The way you choose to handle them can determine the quality of your relationships and your well-being. Sharing disagreements with third parties may provide momentary relief, but it often only complicates the situation further. The key to resolving conflicts effectively lies in addressing them directly with the people involved, without the need to expose the problem to others. This practice not only prevents misunderstandings, but also demonstrates maturity and respect for the relationships you value. Acting with kindness in secret is an exercise in humility and emotional self-sufficiency. It's not necessary for the world to know about your good intentions for them to be truly effective. On the contrary, actions done discreetly can touch others' lives in a much deeper way. Consider the small gestures you perform daily, helping someone without expecting anything in return, offering support in a moment of need. These actions, when done from the heart, transform the world around you in a subtle yet powerful way. The silence that accompanies kindness is in itself a form of respect, both for the recipient and for yourself. When you act without expecting recognition, you avoid the risk of your generosity being misinterpreted as a search for praise. This attitude reflects a deep understanding of life's lessons, which teach that the value of what we do lies not in others' approval, but in the positive impact we create. True motivation for kindness should come from a sincere desire to do good, not from the expectation of receiving something in return. Moreover, by practicing kindness discreetly, you protect the essence of what it means to be generous. Money can often corrupt the purity of intentions when generosity is used as a means of self-promotion. Therefore, choosing to keep your acts of kindness secret is also a way to preserve your integrity and authenticity. The personal growth that comes from this practice is invaluable, as it reinforces the idea that the worth of our actions lies in their sincerity, not in their visibility. In the end, kindness practiced in silence becomes an invisible yet powerful force that moves the world toward a better place. The impact of your actions, even if not immediately recognized, spreads like ripples in a pond, touching lives in ways you may never know. And it is precisely this mystery that makes kindness so precious. By acting without expecting anything in return, you are in fact investing in a future where generosity is its own reward. Controversial opinions have the power to provoke heated discussion, especially in environments where people hold very different views. Therefore, it is wise to carefully choose where and with whom to share these opinions. Often, keeping certain convictions to yourself is the best way to avoid unnecessary conflicts and preserve the harmony around you. Wisdom lies in knowing when to speak and, more importantly, when silence is the most effective response. After all, not every opinion needs to be expressed to have value. The ability to gauge the impact of your words is a form of maturity and self-control. When you choose not to expose opinions that you know are divisive, you are actually protecting the quality of your relationships and your own well-being. This doesn't mean abandoning your convictions, but rather choosing the battles that truly matter. In a world where words can easily be misinterpreted, strategic silence can be a powerful tool to keep the focus on what really matters: personal growth and inner peace. Keeping certain controversial opinions to yourself also prevents you from getting involved in fruitless discussions that ultimately contribute little to your development. The time and energy spent on debates that lead nowhere could be better applied in seeking constructive solutions and strengthening your own faith in your belief. Learning to value discretion in this aspect of life is a lesson that can bring tranquility and avoid unnecessary emotional and social strain. When there is a need to share your opinions, doing so in a safe environment where your ideas will be respected is essential. This not only preserves the integrity of your message, but also ensures that you will be heard without premature negative judgment. Careful and conscious communication is key to building productive dialogues where even the most controversial opinions can be discussed with mutual respect. This type of interaction fosters authentic personal growth based on the exchange of ideas and the pursuit of understanding. In the end, knowing when to keep your opinions to yourself is a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. This practice protects not only your peace of mind, but also the quality of your relationship. In a world where differences can easily turn into divisions, the choice to keep certain convictions in silence is a powerful strategy for maintaining harmony and staying focused on what truly matters. By doing so, you not only protect yourself, but also contribute to a more peaceful and constructive environment. Disappointments and failures are inevitable on the journey of life, but the way you handle them can make all the difference in your personal growth. Sharing these moments of vulnerability with the world can attract criticism that undermines your confidence, rather than providing the support needed to overcome them. Keeping these challenges to yourself and facing them in silence allows you to deeply reflect on the lessons they bring. Every failure is a disguised opportunity for growth, as long as you approach it with the right mindset. By dealing with your failures privately, you create a safe environment to process your emotions and learn from the experience. Silence offers a space for introspection, where you can reassess your strategies and adjust your path without external pressure. This approach fosters resilience that is built from within, reinforcing your belief in your ability to rise again after each fall. After all, personal growth often reveals itself in the moments when you rebuild yourself brick by brick after a stumble. It's important to remember that not everyone around you needs to know the details of your failures. Sharing these experiences indiscriminately can open doors to judgments that do little to help your progress. Instead, choose to confide your challenges only to those who show genuine and constructive support. By keeping your failures secret, you protect your self-esteem and preserve the energy needed to move forward, turning each fall into a stepping stone for new achievement. Moreover, the way you choose to deal with your disappointments directly impacts your worldview and future decisions. Maintaining serenity and discretion in these moments allows you to analyze the situation objectively without being swayed by the emotions of the moment. This not only strengthens your decision-making ability, but also contributes to the development of a solution-focused mindset, where every obstacle is seen as an opportunity for growth. Finally, the true power of keeping your disappointments secret lies in how it allows you to control the narrative of your life. By not letting failure define who you are, you retain the power to rewrite your story based on the lessons learned and the new opportunities that arise. And by revealing only your victories to the world, you demonstrate that despite the setbacks, your determination remains unshaken. This is the secret to turning failures into fuel for success. Dreams and ambitions are the driving forces that push us to seek more from life. However, sharing them indiscriminately can expose these precious intentions to negative influences. When you reveal your goals before achieving them, you risk attracting envy, criticism, or even sabotage, whether intentional or not. Keeping your dreams a secret until they are realized is a smart way to protect them. This way, you preserve the purity of your vision and stay focused on what truly matters, turning those dreams into reality. Working on your goals discreetly allows you to progress without the pressure of external expectations. When your plans are known only to you, there's no need to justify your steps to others, giving you the freedom to adjust your strategies as needed. This silent process is fundamental for personal growth as it allows you to learn from your mistakes and celebrate your victories without interference. The journey becomes lighter and more centered on your own pace and abilities. Furthermore, keeping your ambitions private prevents you from being distracted by others' opinions that might lead you off your path. The world is full of people who, though well-intentioned, may project their own insecurities onto you, causing you to doubt your abilities. By choosing not to share your dreams, you protect yourself from these influences, keeping your motivation intact. Result is a safer trajectory, where each step is the result of a conscious and independent decision. The choice to keep your ambitions secret also reflects a deep confidence in yourself. It shows that you don't need others' approval to validate your desires and goals. This self-sufficiency is one of the greatest indicators of emotional maturity and resilience. Working in silence, focused on what truly matters, is a strategy that strengthens not only your belief in your abilities, but also the final impact of your achievements, which comes as a positive surprise to those around you. Finally, by revealing your dreams and ambitions only when they are already accomplished, you turn your achievements into inspiring examples. That moment, others' criticisms and doubts lose their power because what matters is the results you have managed to achieve. This approach not only protects your dreams, but also reinforces the idea that silence is often the best ally for success. In the end, your efforts will be rewarded with solid accomplishments that speak for themselves. The methods you develop throughout life to achieve success are the result of much effort, learning, and often sacrifice. Sharing these strategies indiscriminately may seem like an act of generosity, but it can also allow others to take advantage of your work without offering anything in return. Protecting these methods is a way to preserve your competitive edge and ensure that your success is sustainable in the long term. By keeping your strategies reserved, you also safeguard yourself from the pitfalls that arise when too many people know your path. Developing and refining your methods for success is a personal and unique journey that should be valued. When you share these strategies only with those who genuinely add value to your journey, you strengthen your abilities while helping others meaningfully. However, exposing these secrets to a broader audience risks diluting the power of these tactics, allowing others to use them without the same commitment or understanding. Discretion in this context becomes an essential tool for maintaining control over your own destiny. Keeping your methods secret also prevents you from becoming vulnerable to unnecessary comparisons and competition. Each person has a unique path, and what works for you may not work for others, and vice versa. By preserving your strategies, you prevent others from trying to follow the same steps without a complete understanding of what lies behind your choices. This not only protects your success, but also encourages others to find their path based on their experiences and personal context. This approach also allows you to continue innovating and evolving your tactics without external pressure. Personal growth is a continuous process, and having the freedom to adjust and improve your methods as needed is crucial for your progress. When you don't feel the need to share every detail with the world, you can experiment and adapt your strategies more effectively, without worrying about external judgment. This creates a cycle of constant improvement, where the focus remains on what truly matters: your development and long-term success. Ultimately, the choice to protect your methods for success reflects a deep understanding of the value of what you have achieved. This approach is not about selfishness, but about recognizing that the path you have traveled is valuable and deserves to be treated with care. By keeping your strategies private, you not only preserve your competitive edge, but also ensure that your success is a genuine reflection of your effort and dedication. And when the right time comes, you can share your accomplishments in a way that inspires others without compromising your own journey. The spiritual life is a deeply personal and intimate dimension of existence, where you connect with what you consider sacred and transcendent. Overexposing this part of your life can often dilute the purity of the spiritual experience, as well as open the door to criticism and misunderstandings. Keeping your spirituality reserved is a way to preserve the depth and authenticity of your journey. Just as a flame needs protection to avoid being extinguished by the wind, your spiritual life flourishes best in silence and introspection. Every spiritual practice, every moment of connection with the divine, is a treasure that doesn't need to be shared to be validated. When you choose to keep these experiences private, you prevent them from being trivialized or misunderstood by those who do not share the same beliefs. This kind of discretion is essential for spiritual growth, as it allows you to explore your faith genuinely without the need to justify it to others. What matters is the impact the spirituality has on your life, not what others think of it. Spirituality often flourishes in silence. It is in moments of quiet that you can truly hear the inner voice and connect with what is most profound within you. Oversharing about your practices can not only dissipate this connection, but also attract criticism that adds nothing to your spiritual growth. The true motivation for seeking spiritual growth should come from a sincere desire for self-discovery and elevation, not from external approval. By keeping your spiritual life private, you protect this motivation and allow it to strengthen authentically. Cultivating your spirituality in a reserved manner also shields you from the social pressures that can arise around religious and spiritual practice. What works for you may not work for others, and vice versa. By keeping your beliefs and practices to yourself, you avoid unnecessary comparisons and create a safe space to explore and deepen your faith. This protected space allows you to grow spiritually at your own pace, without the distractions and judgments that often accompany public exposure. Ultimately, the choice to keep your spiritual life private is a reflection of the reverence you have for this aspect of your existence. This reverence, demonstrated through discretion, is what allows your spirituality to develop in a pure and unshakable way. When the right time comes, you can share the fruits of this journey with those who truly respect and understand your path. Until then, protecting your spirituality is protecting a fundamental part of your being, ensuring that it continues to illuminate your way steadily and serenely. Throughout this video, you've discovered the power that lies in silence, in controlling what you choose to share, and in respecting your journey. Each of the 12 things you should keep secret has the potential to protect not only your mind, but also your heart and your dreams. Remember, not everything needs to be revealed for you to be understood or valued. It's in what you carefully guard that your true strength lies.